Naimbitahan. This is the first time that I attended this hearing, and I'm glad to be here. I'm here just a former president and now just a consumer at isa pong Pilipino. I was just listening to the report and the statement of President Almeida and the good lawyer of NGCP. I've heard that report long time ago. That's the same things that they've been saying na magtulungan tayo, magayos tayo. But let me share my experience when I was the president for 5 years. Wala po kaming pagkakataon na nakapasok at na tingnan man lamang ang mga pasilidad ng NGCP na pag-aari ng Trasco. Ngayon lamang po ako nakakita na kami yung may-ari ng bahay at gusto mong tingnan kung anong ginagawa sa bahay mo, hindi kayo pwedeng pumasok. I just like to remind everyone, pinag-uusapan natin dito, presyo, 3% ba, 10% ba, ganito yung binayaran. But more than that, this is something that should be a concern of everyone, and that is the national security and the national interest of our country. Alam niyo, nag-uusap-usap tayo, West Philippine Sea, may nakita tayong mga barko ng China na malalaki. Ito po, hindi na ito kailangan pumasok pa sapagkat nandito sila sa sistema mismo natin ng ating power grid. Nanonood po ako ng hearing ninyo, pinanood ko yung replay. Sinaga ko talagang panoorin. And I was struck by the question of the good Congressman Ace Barbers, which was followed by Congresswoman Luis Tro about the system, the SCADA system, which was replaced by NGCP when they assume. Yung pong existing na mga ano dyan, na mga equipment is General Electric noon tsaka ABB. Ngayon, pinalitan nila ng NARI. Hindi po kailangang itanong kung may pumasok na armado, terorista. Simple lang po ang tanong ko kay Engineer Clark. Ano ba yung NARI? Proprietary ba yan? Alam nyo ba yung source code? I will make an example para maintindihan po ng publiko. Cellphone. Lahat tayo may cellphone, di po ba? Hardware. This is Apple, iPhone. Anong software? iOS, di ba? Pag nakalimutan mo po, Mr. Chairman, yung password ng iyong cellphone, hindi ba pwede kang mag-message, forgot password, ipapaalala sa'yo? Ibig bang sabihin, yung SCADA ba na ginather, yung mga data ng ating power grid, hindi ba nakikita ng China? Tatlong control, walang single red button. There was already an incident na nagkaproblema ang power grid natin. It was resolved remotely. Twice already na nangyari. So ano ibig sabihin nito? Remotely pwedeng gawin. Hindi po totoo. Magaling si Engineer Clark, alam ko, na-research ko yung background niya yung sa mga yung mga performance doon. Pero ang tanong, do you know the source code? Proprietary yan eh. When we made the research, when we made the presentation doon sa Senado, lumabas that NARI is a state-owned company na used by a military. So nag-report kami niyan, December 2019. We were able to capture yung website nila. Yun yung pinipresent ni Congresswoman Luis Tro. Sabi ko, ito yung dokumentong binigay namin noon sa Senado eh. Nakita namin. Kiniklaim talaga nila na first overseas nila na paggamit na equipment at ng SCADA ang Pilipinas. Nung niraise namin yung issue sa Senado, February, tingnan nyo ngayon sa website ng NARI kung nandun pa, wala na. But I have the screenshot already. So more than that. Now, yung question naman noon ni Congresswoman nung nanonood ako, Kimbo, the Honorable Congresswoman Kimbo, sinasabi natin 3%. Huwag natin pag-initan to. I yield to those position of the honorable members. But hindi po 3% lang pinag-uusapan natin dito. The presentation of IMAP was very clear. Nakita nyo yung diferensya because of the delay. But even before that, there was the study done by Butuan, the power plan of Butuan. I'm sure the good chairman knows about this. Nang diferensya because of the delay of the project of Visayas-Mindanao connection, there is a price difference of 2 pesos compared to Luzon and Visayas. Ano pong basis dito? IPIRA law. Because under the IPIRA law, the WESM, bibilin nila yung excess ng generation. Wag po nating sisihin yung generation. Yung excess po ng generation, binibili ng WESM during peak, doon binibenta eh. Yung off-peak, binibili nila eh. Yun po yung totoo niyan. Bakit wala sa Mindanao? Dahil ang requirement is there should be an interconnection before magkaroon ng WESM sa Mindanao. Kaya yung presentation ng IMAP na bumaba because there's already interconnected. Bakit? Because under the IPIRA law, ang sabi ng IPIRA law, bibilhin nga. Ano ang nangyari sa Mindanao? Fully contracted. Yung mga excess kailangan bilhin ng electric cooperatives. So, sino nagbabayad? Tayo po, ng mga consumers. So, may I make an appeal, Mr. Chair? Huwag na sabihin, 3% lang yan. Segment lang ang NGCP. I must remind everyone, the only natural monopoly in the entire energy sector and the entire business sa Pilipinas is transmission. Napakarami po yan. Alam niyo po, naririnig ko sa news yung tinitira po kayo sa Kongreso, 777. Alam niyo, mas maganda pong sagot na 77 na pag-uusapan. Yung 7 na violation sa concession agreement ng NGCP, yung 7 po na violation ng national security ng NGCP, at yung 7 po na abuse nila as to the financial status ng government natin. Paano natamaan? Bakit nalugi tayo? Ang ganda po ng opening statement ni Mr. Almeda. Binili namin to ng per square. Pero pag binilikan po natin, it violates the IPIRA law. Because under the IPIRA law, dapat maximum value makuha mo eh. That is in the implementing rules ng IPIRA law natin eh. Hindi natin nakuha yung maximum value. Katunayan, we are losing. During the time of Transco, sinisisi natin Transco, delay, ganito, ganyan, kaya natin binigay. Doon pa rin yung delay eh.
Mr. Chair, point of clarification. My clarification is, Transco rin na nagpabid nito eh. Kayo rin, di ba?
Hindi po.
No, yes or no?
Pisam po.
Pisam, because according to the IPIRA law, a cornerstone of IPIRA law was the privatization of the Transco, transferring management of the national grid to private operators who could bring efficiency, innovation, and capital investment. So, joint kayo ng Transco and Pisam who bidded this in 2007 as ito po, clear.
Tama po, Mr. Chair. Unfortunately, Attorney Matibag was not part of Transco at that time.
But,
Because if I was there at that time, I will not allow it.
Yes, but let us be clear, Attorney Matibag. So, before you answer
May I
the
reclaim
question-
my time, Mr. Chairman?
Are you done with your...
Well,
Are you done?
alam nyo, hindi ho tayo matatapos kung gusto nyo.
Oo.
Meron pa po sana kung gustong idagdag.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
There is 777.
Mr.
na
Chair.
violation nila.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you
Chair.
very much, Honorable Attorney
So
Matibag.
I'll just wrap up,
Mr.
Mr.
Yes, I will give you 2
Mr.
minutes
Chair.
to wrap up.
Ito kasi yung
Hindi lang
problema,
po.
tinawag niyo po ako rito, nananahimik na ako eh.
Okay.
Kaya nabuksan yung ganito eh. Ako po hindi nagre-represent ng taong
Okay.
bayan na po yung pinag-uusapan dito. In fact, I was a victim of mga white paper and everything during that time. Pero ngayon, wala namang maakusa sa akin ako ipagkakakitaan ko to kung ano man. So, I can speak freely. I'm speaking as a public now. I'm speaking for the Filipino people when we are singing the national anthem. Hindi tayo papayag, di ba? Huwag tayo magpapapi. Hindi na tayo kailangang sakupin. They are there in their system. Because, ibinenta natin. Let me cite this. Tama po yung sinasabi nyo. I was very happy last week to find out, to read the news from Reuters. Alam niyo po ba ang ginawa ng United Kingdom? Na dati ang nagpapatakbo rin ay China yung...
Mr. Chair, I think
private
malayo na
company.
yung ano niya, Mr. Chair eh.
Hindi po malayo
So,
yun.
because the question is direct kanina eh.
Dali lang. There's I asked him to wrap up. Please wrap up so we can go back to the Honorable Dan Fernandez.
Privately owned ang transmission ng UK noon. I was redeemed because noong 2017 we're already pushing na dapat government at least the systems operation. Kasi this is include national security. Hindi po ito malayo. In fact, isa pang news, tinanggal ng UK ang NARI system for the same reason that I am saying now. Kung ilalayo natin, sasabihin natin, hindi na tayo Pilipino nito. Pinagbalit na natin ng 30, para pinagbenta na natin sa pilak yung ating bansa.
Thank you very much, Attorney. Pero you will agree, Attorney Matipag, that nung nagkabentahan, Transco was also part of that sale kasama.
It was PISAM was under it.
But you were not the
Maybe
president.
Maybe we can ask.
Yeah, but you were
Attorney-
not the president.
I was not the president, but
But, you know,
somebody in the
as-
room can answer it because
Yeah.
Attorney Alabanza was part of PISAM.
Okay, we will discuss that later.
Mr. Chair?
We will now give it back to the Honorable Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, point of order. Point of order, Mr. Chair, and for the record. Mr. Chair, earlier when I wanted to hear from Attorney Matibag, my point, Mr. Chair, was not as to take time from the good Chairman Fernandez. This was because he is a resource person po. Nagbigay ng statement yung ating other resource persons. I just wanted that for the consideration of the committee that he be given the time. So I hope, Mr. Chair, this would not be taken against yung oras ni Mr.
No,
ni
don't
Chairman
worry.
Fernandez.
Your question was short enough.
Thank you very much,
This
Mr.
doesn't
Chair.
include the answer, remember, okay?
Thank you, Mr.
So,
Chair.
but you know, it was the time of Dan Fernandez. So I had to ask the Honorable Dan if he was willing to also ask the same question you were raising para hindi ho tayo magulo kasi kailangan ho time ho ni Dan Fernandez. The Honorable Dan Fernandez, you still have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. At don't worry, Mr. Matibag, welcome to the club. Yung mga na-experience mo, hindi lang ikaw nakaka-experience, pati ako. And going back to what you were saying a while ago, darating tayo dyan. Siguro sa part 2 ng pagtatanong ko at part 3 ng pagtatanong ko, kahit abutin tayo ng madaling araw dito. But going back to what I've been discussing a while ago, Mr. Chairman, kasi meron pong administrative matter na hindi pa po tayo natatakel. So I just wanted to go back there para at least po ay malaman ko yung mga nirequest ko noong nakaraan. Because sa list po ng ating pong mga invited guests and list ng nandito po, parang hindi ko nakikita yung mga taong inimbitahan natin. Like for example, yung chairman ng NGCPC, Su Guangchao. We invited him. Yung director si Yao Sheng. Yung director ng Wang Lijin, si Lin Xinhua. Asan po sila?
There's a letter.
Yes, what's the
from
letter all about?
Do you have a copy of the letter signed by Mr. Almeida for all of these directors?
So ano pong reason, Mr. Almeida, kung bakit hindi sila dumating sa araw na ito?
Mr. Chair? Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Mr. Almeida, please.
Okay.
We
Mr.
have a copy of your letter.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. It's Chinese New Year, so they're there in Beijing right now.
Kailan po ang Chinese New Year,
On
Mr.
the
Almeida?
29th, and then they have a special meeting yata every year on January of all,
So hanggang kailan po ang Chinese New Year?
29 yata, Mr. Chair. Yeah. I'm
So-
not so sure of the date
So,
because
Mr.
I
Chairman,
don't keep track on the date.
So
Yeah.
in the next hearing po natin,
Yeah.
I'm sure na makakarating na po sila, no? Na sana po ay dumating na po sa susunod na hearing. And
Yes.
even all the resource persons that we have invited as well, like si Mr. Hennessy, saan po siya nagpunta? Sa embassy?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yeah.
Embassy and...
Embassy lang po.
okay. Hanggang ano oras po yan?
Well, within the day, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Mr.
I hope
Chair.
that next time he can attend as well.
Yes,
And
Mr.
Chairman. Robert
Thank you very
Cuyuto po, Mr. Almeida.
Mr.
Chairman, if I may,
Robert
I'll take-
Kiyuto has a letter. To save time, they
Okay,
have a letter.
go ahead.
He has a medical certificate. So Robert Kiyuto has a medical certificate. And who else have submitted their Robert Kiyuto has the Attorney Ferrer also has a letter. So all of them have letters. And of course, Mr. Pardo has a medical certificate also. So to save time, maybe we can go into the
Mr. Chairman.
discussion. The Honorable Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chairman, okay po sa akin that they have not attended this hearing today, but I hope that in the next hearing that
We
we
will
be
do that.
Yeah. And before I proceed, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
mukhang nagtataas po ng kamay
Yes,
si...
Mr. Chairman. Ang point ko lang dito, Chinese New Year is January 29. So if they find this hearing very important, ano ba naman to fly back here, attend the hearing, then fly back again to China? Are they trying to avoid the hearing? January 29, Chinese New Year. Tama po ba?
Mr. Paul,
Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Paul, you may reply.
We confirm that the Chinese New Year is next week. But on top of the Chinese New Year, Mr. Chairman, the Chinese, our Chinese partners, their corporation has an annual meeting yesterday which they need to attend. And we would want to assure this honorable body that we are not evading attending the hearing of Congress.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And that's the reason-
Mr. Chairman, may I respond to the statements of Mr. Matibag?
Paul, later, we will give you the time because it's the Honorable
Okay.
Dan Fernandez.
Yeah,
I
Mr. Chairman,
apologize.
yes,
Please,
Mr.
please
Chair.
reserve your reply. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, that's the reason why I said a while ago na sana next na hearing natin, makapunta na po sila. At I hope that they will consider that these hearings that we are conducting are so important regarding the franchise of NGCP. And in the last hearing as well, Mr. Chairman, we have a list of documents that we subpoenaed. At isa doon, Mr. Chairman, na hiniling po natin yung pong shareholders agreement of National Grid Corporation and yung pong State Grid of China. Ito pang State Grid of China, siya rin ba, Mr. Anthony Almeida, ang State Grid International Development Limited? Are they the same and one?
No, it's a holding company.
So iba po, holding company yung ano? Yung State Grid International Development Limited? O
Yes,
siya ang
Mr.
State
Chair.
Grid of China?
No, the other one is a holding company. State Grid of China is the mother company.
Okay. So,
Yes.
can you kindly submit to this committee yung shareholders agreement of the NGCP and the China Grid, yung State Grid of China? Okay, shareholders agreement. We need to find out because sinasabi mo kanina walang control ang Chinese
Yes,
sa
Mr.
operation and maintenance of the
Yes.
of
Yes,
the
Mr.
operation. So, we will find out with
Yes,
the
Mr.
shareholders
Chair.
agreement. Submit it to us. And
Yes,
please, i-remind po namin ang NGCP na sana po hindi po sa araw ng hearing kayo nagsasubmit ng mga dokumento. Bigyan nyo naman po kami ng oras para basahin ang mga dokumento na dinadala nyo po sa amin.
Yes,
Give
Mr.
us
Chair.
at least 2 days or 3 days prior to the hearing itself.
Apo, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. And secondly, Mr. Chairman, all requests for authority to purchase land executed by the NGCP or any of its officials. Third, yung pong mga memoranda executed by the NGCP or any of its officials in relation to construction projects by the NGCP. Ikaapat po, any and all documents submitted by the NGCP during the bidding for the privatization of Transco. And number 5, any and all documents submitted by the NARI group in relation to the bid proposals submitted to NGCP. Share purchase agreement among Henry C., Robert Kyoto, and Synergy Grid and Development Incorporated. Submit it to us as well. Number 7, proof of approval by the Philippine Stock Exchange and Philippine Competition Commission of the share purchase agreement or the share swap transaction among Henry C., Robert Kyoto, and Synergy Grid. Number
Point
8.
of order, Mr. Chair.
This is a administrative matter, Mr. Chairman.
No, but I would like to make a point of order, Mr. Chair, because I am guided by the subject matter of the inquiry. This is a motu proprio inquiry on the performance of the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. So we are supposed to be assessing the performance of NGCP and in relation to the very objective of lowering the price of electricity. I do not find the connection why the Honorable Fernandez is asking several documents to be submitted before this committee.
Can you
I
please-
think
Mr. Chairman, because with all these documents that we are asking from the NGCP, we will be able to assess their performance. Because
Mr.
these
Chair,
are all
the
pertinent
one that
documents
will
coming
assess
from
the
NGCP.
performance
And we
of
haven't received
NGCP,
any
Mr.
documents
Chair.
yet coming from NGCP just now. Ngayon lang tayo nakareceive ng documents sa kanila eh. Ano, pipigilan niyo ako na kunin to. Ang tagal-tagal ko na kinukuha to, 2019 pa. Mr. Chairman, if I may proceed. Minutes of meeting for the election of corporate officers of NGCP. NGCP corporate policies on the functions and qualifications of officers and audit committee, compensation committee, and nomination and election committee. Number 10, authorization from the Department of Justice for the employment of technical personnel, list of names of nationality and all of managerial employees of NGCP, including the respective job descriptions and years of employment. Number 12, complete organizational chart of NGCP. Number 13, tripartite agreement of Transco, NGCP, DICT in relation to the National Broadband Plan. Broadband Plan, and lease agreement between NGCP and DICT in relation to the National Fiber Backbone. Now, Mr. Chairman, I will proceed. Mr. Chairman, ang tanong ko lamang po sa ERC, yung po bang last rate reset natin, 13 taon na po tayong walang rate eh. Di ba? At lagi kapag sinasabi natin rate reset, lagi na lang sinasabi natin na ang sinasabi ng NGCP, kasi ang ERC hindi sila nag-reset eh. It's always like that eh. Lagi ang sinisisi ng NGCP ay kayo. Bakit? Can you kindly tell us, bakit umabot ng 13 taon? Samantalang sinasabi sa atin ng batas, rules ng ERC, every 5 years, di ba? Every 5 years. Oh, kailan ang last reset natin? Kailan? Ma'am.
Mr. Chair,
Isa di Malanta.
Apo. Yung last na rate reset po ay para sa third regulatory period covering 2011 to 2015. So, natapos po ito bandang 2010. Pinatupad po nila ng 2011.
So,
2016 to 2023.
Yun po yung hirap po akong makasagot, Mr. Chair. Kasi po kung maalala po ninyo, especially the Honorable Dan Fernandez, noon pong Agosto 2022, ang bandang Setyembre po, 3 weeks into the job, noon pong nag-budget hearing po, ito na po yung siningil sa amin. So, tinanong po naman kami ng diretsahan, nagkaroon ba ng reset? Sumagot din naman po kami ng diretsahan na wala. Pero in a matter of weeks, sinimulan na po namin yung trabaho. Kaya po, November nakapaglabas po kami ng rules, December nakapag-file po si NGCP. So,
Yeah.
pero yung between po nun, yun po yung hirap po akong makasagot, Mr. Chair, kasi po wala po akong personal knowledge.
Yes, so tama po yung sinasabi ni NGCP na kasalanan nga ng ERC din to.
Hindi po nakapag-reset po talaga yung ERC.
Yun lang. Yun ang problema. Ano ang impact ng hindi kayo nakapag-reset?
Wala pong naging review nung rates ni NGCP at wala din po silang opportunity na makapag-file para sa bagong rate. So ang nangyari po, tinuloy-tuloy lang yung dating rates na naaprubahan ng ERC.
Honorable Dan
at
Fernandez.
wala pong na-assess, wala pong na-depreciate ng mga value ng kanilang mga assets. Mr. Chairman, 13 taon. At hindi ako naniniwala na ito'y kagagawan lamang ng ERC, but nevertheless, darating po tayo doon. Ngayon po, anong status ng ating pong reset? Para sa kababayan natin na nanonood at sa mga kasamahan po natin, itong pinag-uusapan po natin, ito po yung taripa. At ang pinag-uusapan po dito, okay, sinasabi yan ng NGCP at ibang members ng ating pong mga kasamahan dito that napakaliit lang ng porsyento ng transmission rate sa kabuuan na binabayad ng ating taong bayan. Pero tayo po dito ay niloloko. Ang ating pong transmission rate, tama, maliit lang, 1 peso and 19 cents per kilowatt hour. Yun po ang general na sinisingil. Pero Mr. Chairman, 13 or 10 cents lang ang difference, malaking bagay po yan sa ating pong mga kababayan. Most especially, na hindi tayo nag-compute, marami na po tayong overcollection. And this must be refunded to our Filipino people. Now, ang tanong, Mona Lisa, ano na ang status ng ating pong NGCP's rate reset?
Sa reset po ng fourth regulatory period, Mr. Chair, ito po yung tapos ng period 2016 to 2022. patapos na po kami. Ito nga pong siguro po ngayong susunod na linggo, may meeting na po kami para final evaluation na po ito. Kasi natapos na po namin yung mga public processes. Required po kami na mag-publish, humingi ng consultation sa publiko. Natapos na po namin yun. So,
Okay.
evaluation na po.
Salamat po, ma'am. Ito po, may hawak po akong dalawang dokumento. Isang draft partial initial determination. Ito, covered period of 2016 to 2020. At isang draft final determination 2016 to 2020. This was published noong September 2023 at ito naman noong August 2024. Will you confirm that you have the already signed? Lahat kayo nag-sign dito. Ikaw, Mona Lisa, si Catherine, si Commissioner Maceda, si Lumbatan, si Digal at si Puentes. At sinasabi nyo dito sa draft partial initial determination from 2016 to 2020 was published on September 2023. Am I correct?
Tama po yan, Mr.
At ito naman published August 2024. Draft
Tama po.
final determination. I
Tama
just wanted to confirm kasi pupunta ako sa dalawang desisyon na to. Hindi naman desisyon sapagkat wala pa naman kayong final, di ba? And I just wanted to be cleared kasi medyo ako confused ako sa mga desisyon dito na sa mga value ng ating assets that was agreed upon by ARC. And the power of this committee is the oversight power to check na yung pong sinasabi ng EPIRA that the rate base, no, Mr. Chairman, kailangan po nakabase doon po sa tinatawag po nating methodology na ginamit po nila. Now, ang tanong ko po, dito ba sa dokumento na ito, na covered by this document, are you saying na 2016 lang to 2020 itong partial initial determination?
Tama po.
Tama. At ito naman, 21 to 22?
Hindi po, buo na po.
Buo na.
2016 to 2022.
So, imbis na 5 taon tayo ngayon, 7 taon na yung
Tama
ating
po.
pong fourth regulatory period.
Tama po.
Am I correct? Okay. So, sinabi ninyo doon sa draft final determination which covers the 2016 to 2022, sabi mo, na-post to noong August 24 at na-post din to nung September. Dito sa discussion to, napasama yung commission and completed projects should be allowed to be recovered by NGCP. At dito sa decision nyo at dito sa draft ninyo, nakalagay din yung spent. Am I correct? Tama po ba yung sabihin na nakalagay pareho dito yung commission and useful ng mga projects?
Mr. Chairman, point of order. We cannot be discussing non-final decisions and merely temporary drafts. We otherwise will be intruding into the authority of the ARC in finally determining what should be done to this particular period for reset.
Mr.
How
Chairman,
can we be discussing drafts?
Mr. Chairman,
This, I would just like to ask.
Mr. Chairman.
Miss Di Balanta, are you agreeing to discuss here something that you have not finally decided on?
Mr. Chairman, that's the reason why we have this.
Honorable Dan Fernandez.
That's the reason why, Mr. Chairman, that we have this oversight power to check the abuse of some agencies of our government, especially na maapektuhan yung sinacharge sa ating taong bayan. Pera ng taong bayan ito sinacharge natin Yung ang sinasabi natin dito ng mga proyekto na hindi pa tapos, i-charge natin sa ating mga consumers. And yun ang pinaglalaban po natin dito. Bakit po
Okay.
natin hindi
The
naalaw?
Honorable Dan Fernandez still has the floor. Let us give him
Yeah,
his
but I
time.
have the
But
point of order.
We
In
take
any
note
like
of that,
judicial
Honorable.
decision, you cannot question yet if that's not yet final.
But
These are draft. The commissioners, the chairman will change this draft and they have that authority under the law.
Okay.
So how can we be discussing drafts of possible decisions?
Okay.
I would like to ask, Madam, because we have a point of order.
Mr. Chairman, I still
And
have
the
the
point of
floor.
order-
Mr. Chairman, I still have the floor.
The point of
And you
order
have to
is
decide on the point of
precedes
order,
all
Mr.
kinds
Chairman.
of statements.
Decide on the point of order.
Yeah, the point of order is precedes all. The point in
Mr.
the
Chairman, have we
highlighted-
violated
the point
any
of order
rules
is number one.
with the,
Yes,
with
may
the
we
manifestation
know
of
what is
Congressman Rufus
what is
Rodriguez?
what rule has been violated, Honorable Rodriguez? Because
point of
you
order.
will have to understand that he's asking a question based on some research that he has made.
That's correct.
So let us give him that time.
No,
because you have
because
to
a
understand
point
that
of order interrupts anybody.
I will agree. But you'll have to cite also what rule have we violated. Because you will have to understand, Honorable Rodriguez, para klaro tayo, para maging smooth naman itong procedure ho natin, itong hearing na to, patapusin na ho natin si Dan Fernandez because there's also an accusation here na kayo ito'y kasalanan ng ARC. So dapat, I think he's also going to go there. So I would like to hear, because in his statement, meron siyang statement kanina na meron kayong kasalanan. So I want him now to continue, and I will allow him to continue, the Honorable
With due
Rodriguez.
respect to our chair,
Okay.
our rules provide for precedence of motions. And in the proceedings of motions, the rules of Congress, it says that the point of order has precedence over all other discussions. And that is why I'm saying that I have a point of order that in this proceeding, we cannot be discussing drafts,
Mr. Chairman,
which
what
are
rule was
not yet
violated?
final.
Mr. Chairman, what rule was violated? Tama
I
po
think-
yun.
Rule on the precedence
Tama po
of
yun.
Mr. Chair, 2-minute
Pero
break,
ano
Mr.
po
Chair.
yan ang,
Break.
Anong,
Can we have a break,
anong
Mr.
rules
Chair?
ang
Okay,
na-violate
session,
natin, Mr. Chairman?
Session suspended.
Wala naman tayo
Alam po ninyo,
binabiolate sa rules eh.
pag nag-cite ho tayo ng rule, point of order, you will have to be clear what's